Wow, have you been waiting out here in the cold all night for me to finish practice? You must be my biggest fan. Here, let me sign an autograph.
Frisbees are flying at alley-oop. You know what that means.
Time to start wearing helmets?
Yay!
Spring has sprung. Think of all the awesome outdoor fun we're gonna have. Swimming, jogging, tanning. Seeing Alex's dad guest lecture on nanotechnology and its potential to affect the world of crop germination right here at Malibu.
My dad? What are you talking about? Hey, my dad's guest lecturing on nanotechnology and its potential to affect the world of crop germination right here at Malibu.
So I heard. Twice. I'm guessing this visit is a surprise? Is it the pleasant kind?
Oh, totally. My dad is super nice. Maybe a little too super nice.
There's my Alexander the Great, looking more beautiful than ever. And I've got a special little something for my Pally Allie and her friendy Wendy's.
Dad! It's so great to see you. And thanks for the fake fingernails.
It's my latest invention in supersonic nanotechnology. When you take a bite, a sonic boom blasts, scaring everyone off, especially bad boys chasing my Alex. I was inspired by how Alex always sucked on her thumb when she was little. Isn't she the cutest?
Dad, you're embarrassing me.
Okay, I'll save some doting for when I introduce you at my lecture, which I should be preparing for right now. I'll see you later.
Oh. Now do you see what I mean by too nice?
I think it's nice. And I think it's even nicer outside. So let's hit the beach. Huh? Whoa! What's with this suddenly stormy weather? It's getting chilly and cloudy.
Sorry about the chilly reception, but there's an even chillier occurrence. People around the world are being found frozen in blocks of ice.
Freezing people in ice? That is cold.
I concur, and it's up to you to find out who is behind this recurring event.
Then we better stop speaking and start gadgeting so we can check things out.
Yes, and speaking of checking things out, I eagerly await your father's lecture on nanotechnology, Alex. I just hope I'll be able to get a seat.
Just one? I'm sure you can have all of them. If it helps, you can have mine.
Okay. Less joking, more gadget giving. Today I have the Go-Go Boot figure skates, which allow even novice skaters to do high-speed figure eights. A weather mood ring, able to detect climatological systems from great distances, and a curling iron fist, a high-tech glove with great power and even greater heat.
Oh, whoa! These are intense.
Intense indeed. You'll be prepared for the unexpected. Like, for example...
Yay! The groove! Let's shop till we drop. Wait, why would Jerry send us here? I don't see frozen people. But I see a few hotties. All right, ladies, where to first? Oh! Clover, focus! Alex, focus! That's all weird.
And look at him! Stuck in a giant ice cube and making him wear that? Now that's just cruel.
That's Yuri Petrionov, one of the world's top skaters. What's he doing here? He must be in Groove on Ice. How did he get there? We better unfreeze him and ask.
Hello? Dad, I can barely hear you. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I was just redecorating your room.
What?
No need to thank me, but you do need to be in the front row at my lecture so I can proudly show you off.
Okay, Dad. Just don't break anything. Else.
Huh? Follow her! This may not be the time to tell you. I've never skated before. Me neither! I've had a lesson or two. That You're skating on thin ice!
Attention, shoppers! Coming through!
Uh-oh! Hold on tight, girls! That was the craziest show on ice ever! Well, they're not the only clueless ones. All that secret skater left behind was weird slice marks on the ground and a pile of ice crystal-covered sequins. I'll grab some ice crystals and sequins and send them to Jerry for analysis.
Well, I've had enough winter sports for one day. Time for some fun in the sun. What is it?
Why is it so cold?
I don't know.
Attention students of Mali U. Due to the cold temperatures, we have canceled all outdoor classes. We have also closed the Mali U beach. And the campus water fountain is now a bonfire pit.
Well, at least the students are making the best of it.
What a fashion disaster! We were supposed to be making swimwear. Now we're making faux fur coats. My lesson plans are ruined. Ruined! Ah!
Gaudy? Geeky? Goofy? Great!
Hey!
Too bad my dad had to visit during such freezing weather. He must be having a terrible time.
I am having the best time! I was just roasting marshmallows at the bonfire, and I was about to join the Mali U Polar Bear Club for a dip in the Pacific Ocean. I'm loving college so much, I'm thinking of enrolling. That way we can spend even more time together as school chums.
Wow, yeah, imagine that.
Oh, and are you going to the party tonight? I hear it's going to be off the rack.
You mean off the hook?
Well, that too. And it's being thrown by a very lovely young lady. Her name is, Mandy.
No! Thanks.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, what am I gonna do about my dad?
First, we have to solve this weird global climate change. Then we can work on your daddy issues. I'm gonna call Jerry. Wow, that hologram is really lifelike.
That's because it is real. I'm here to get a good seat for your father's lecture.
Well, I hope you don't give us a lecture when you find out that we didn't find out who put those two figure skaters on ice.
All the top figure skaters have been frozen.
But why?
Good question, Spies. But first start with, but where? There is an unusual cold front in a remote island in the South Pacific. Almost as unusual as the cold front happening right here in the Pacific Northwest.
You think there's a connection?
That's for me not to know and you to find out. This is very serious, Spies. If the temperature around the world keeps dropping, the impact on the environment could be enormous. Almost as enormous as that bonfire. Are they roasting marshmallows? Oh, I love college life.
If your dad does enroll, maybe he can share a dorm room with Jerry. According to the weather mood ring, the precise location of the cold front is a tiny tropical island in Micronesia. Whoa! You sure this is Micronesia? Looks more like Iceland.
I know! I've never seen this much ice on a tropical island before.
Well, if you're looking for a camera to capture the moment, don't worry. They're everywhere. I wonder who's behind all this. From the looks of the zigzaggy skate tracks, it's the same person we were chasing at the Groove. I say we follow those tracks. recognize that freaky figure skater?
Please hold your applause. So, not a problem. I am Iceolina!
Are we supposed to know you?
Yes, you are. But because I'm from this remote South Pacific island where there are no ice rinks, my unique self-taught style has been ignored by the figure skating community.
I bet if they saw what you just did, they wouldn't ignore you.
Silence! I have decided to get my revenge by not only freezing my competitors in blocks of ice, thanks to the cool air-emitting machine that I built into my very evil ice skates, but by forcing the world to pay attention to me!
You can't make the world pay attention to you. Trust me, Mandy tries all the time.
I can. With my bigger, better weather balloon-controlled global ice-making machine that will turn the Pacific Ocean into the ultimate ice stage for the world to watch me perform. And if I don't get a perfect 10, the world will be one giant ice cube!
Well, that plan took forever for you to tell, but it'll only take a second for it to fail. Huh?
Spies, I just wanted to get a briefing before the lecture started.
Well, we have good news. We know who's freezing figure skaters.
Unfortunately, I have bad news. It's not just the South Pacific where there's a strange cold front, but there's severely frigid frost coverings in New York, Rome, Paris, and in the Maliu lecture hall.
So Iceolina's not just a terrible skater. She's a terrible evil plotter. The ice-making weather balloon must be malfunctioning. If we don't stop her, the world's gonna freeze.
And that is so not cool!
I'd help you in person, but I just can't miss this discussion on how carbon nanotubes in the agar medium sprouted up to 2 times faster than control seed, a growth enhancement that has enormous potential on plant-based biofuel production. So I leave the fate of the world to you.
First things first, let's break this bowl.
Impressive escape, but wait till you see this! Let the show begin!
Is she supposed to look like a graceful glider? Because she looks like a flailing fish.
I'm not sure what's worse, the world freezing over or having to see that.
Good thing she's an easy act to follow. Time to lace up the go-go figure skate, Spies, and get her!
We've been skating in circles. Did Iceolina just vanish in the ice mist?
Maybe she went to find another figure skating hero to add to her hall of shame. Look! I don't believe it. I'm seeing stars! That's Brian Girltano, and Elvis Poigo, and Kurt Greening.
And you are about to join my frozen skater collection!
Ow! My tongue is frozen!
Greetings, my captive audience! You're in for a special treat! The grand finale! Or should I say, your grand finale?
We've got to get out of here and stop that storm before the world freezes over.
The curling iron fist could get us out of here, but I can't reach it.
Forget high-tech gadgets, girls. If we're gonna make crushed ice out of these cubes, we need to get this ice block party started. My weather mood ring says the Earth's temperature is dropping fast. If it keeps going down at this rate, the Earth will be frozen in 60 seconds.
So, is it just gonna end like this?
Bite your tongue. Let's crush these cubes on 3. 1, 2, 3! This ice is rock solid. All we did was chip it. And a nail.
A supersonic nano fingernail! Maybe a sonic boom can blast this out!
free at last!
Woo! Yeah!
Oh, what a relief.
Ah! What are you doing?
Sparing you the public humiliation of the world seeing your awful skating and the pain of being trounced by us.
Nobody upstages me!
Go, Ice Hunks, go!
That's it! I will only be upstage when the world freezes over! Which, according to my skates, is going to happen in precisely 10 seconds.
I can't believe how bad a skater Iceolina really is. She actually thought she could be a skating star? I could skate circles around her.
And so can we, using these skates. Follow the leader.
Ah! Oh! Ah!
I'm getting dizzy. Small price to pay to save the world.
Looks like you could use an extra pair of feet.
I don't believe it. I'm skating with Elvis Ploygo. This is the greatest day of my life. Assuming the world doesn't end in 5 seconds.
Check it out! Iceolina's a giant hockey puck.
More like a flying saucer. Good thing we have blades to clip her wings. Sharp skates, sharper skaters.
You have to save me! If the ice breaks, I'll sink because I can't swim!
You can't swim, you can't skate? Did it ever occur to you that maybe athletics isn't for you?
You saved me!
Yeah, so you saved the world. Turn off your weather balloons.
I can't! You broke my skates! Someone has to fly up and do it!
Good idea. Hey, Elvis, can you give me a lift? Yeah!
Way to stick the landing. A perfect 10.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself. How about a little pair skating?
Sorry, Clover, but I don't want to be late for my dad's lecture.
So I guess this is goodbye. We'll just have to skate off into the sunset.
Bye!
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 Thus concludes my lecture. I hope you found it stimulating.
Oh, I must have fallen asleep. Excuse me, young lady. May I borrow your notes? All this says is Mandy is a hottie.
What more do you need to know?
Dad! That was amazing!
Yes, it was amazing. I have found a cure for insomnia. If anyone has trouble sleeping, they can just play my lecture.
Hey, you're the best prof and the smartest scientist and the greatest dad a girl could ask for. And I'm so lucky to have such a doting daddy and...
Here, Jer. Jerry, are you crying over Alex and her dad? They are really sweet.
Yeah, I'm not crying over them. I'm crying because I slept through Dr. Kasoya's lecture, and I was so looking forward to it.
There, Jer.